All right, well, speaking of what Marty was talking about, getting your holiday gifts if you haven't already done so and you need some ideas, who better than Alan Thicke to tell you all about it? Hi, Alan, how are you?
Good morning. Happy holidays to you.
Oh, watching you is like coming home, Alan. You were, of course, growing up, you were in Growing Pains, one of my favorite shows as a young person. And
we like that.
I love it. And you've been all over. You've done so many things. Now you're working on this thing called Thicke's Picks, which I just love. That you have fun with your name.
Well, it kind of started as become an annual tradition, based largely on stuff in my book called How to Raise Kids That Won't Hate You.
I love the book, by the way, Alan. I love it. I'm holding it right now. It is. We've just been thumbing through it, and boy, you are honest. You are very honest in this book about, you talk about sex, you talk about money, you talk about things every parent's going to face with their kid.
Well, you know what I did? I actually did consult people who know what they're talking about, psychologists and teachers and scientists and medical people. And then I spun it with my own anecdotes and nonsense. But a lot of reasonably valuable information. And, one of the themes of the book is about participatory parenting. It's about bonding, it's about traditions, and that's why I come out of the woodwork every holiday season to talk about shopping and things. I know that we all like to shop. Everybody likes to shop online nowadays, but I'm old school. I'm all for going to the mall and sitting on Santa's lap and smelling the cinnamon and hearing the silver bells and the carols. I think it's a great excursion for the family. Make sure you do something like that with the kids.
All right. So how do you give a gift that people don't want to re-gift next year?
Well, the main rule for Christmas, I think, is number one, take care of the women. Whether it's the wife, the sister, the daughter, the mother, the grandmother. So we always, a recommendation this year is send them to Sam's Club for under $400. You can pick up this quality Silver Mist gray and white natural diamond pendant. Sam's Club has that. You can't go wrong. Your turkey will come out perfect this year. For the kids, you go to a Radio Shack. Here's a terrific interactive toy. There's a remote-controlled robot. It's called Primate. This thing will play games and shoot rockets, and it'll talk to you. It'll make your coffee. It does a million things. Also at Lowe's, only at Lowe's, you can get this. It's called the Red Toolbox. Participatory carpentry.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
It has an ergonomically designed grip, and I have no idea what that means, but it has something to do with the way a kid grabs things for safety and functionality.
It teaches them how to be self-sufficient. Yeah.
There you go. And for the whole family, how about a video? Because you'll be exhausted after your day at the mall. Andy Griffith has a 50th anniversary Best of Mayberry collection. You can get current stuff like Good Wife, NCIS, The Tudors. My goodness, I'm getting all choked up just thinking about it.
Yeah, because you know how The Tudors ends. Most everyone in it dies.
Yes, badly for 8 of the women.
Yeah, not good, not good. Okay, so the thing I love about you is you remain active, you remain relevant in Hollywood, which is great. A lot of actors just kind of they just kind of fade away, but you don't. You stay involved.
You're talking about rehab, aren't you? You mean rehab. That's what you mean.
You haven't gone to rehab, not even once, Alan. I mean, come on. How have you made it all these years without even one stint?
Well, I do like what I do. The fun of my career has been the variety of it. If I ever could have been Robert De Niro or Chris Rock or Robin Thicke, I would have done that.
I know, who we love,
I did
by
a
the
bunch
way.
Thank you. Instead, I've done a bunch of things that I like, and I've done them well enough to be able to put together an interesting and rewarding career. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, your son Robin and his wife, did they just have a baby? Are you a new grandfather? Recently new?
I am for the second time. My eldest, my son Brennan, it's his birthday today. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Yes, my
Look
eldest.
at that.
And so I have a 2-year-old grandson from him and an 8-month-old from Robin and Paula.
Yeah, you are a man who is certainly blessed. And you know what? When Alan Thicke writes books called How to Raise Kids That Won't Hate You, people, they listen. They you know, well, Robin Thicke's got to know something about being a dad.
Alan Thicke.
Well, you know, it's a false
I'm sorry,
premise.
not Robin, I mean Alan.
It's a false premise because the odds are kids will hate you whether it's for a month or a week or just that flashpoint second. But the idea of the book is to try to minimize the animus and the angst, try to stay ahead of them, stay ahead of the curve, and open the lines of communication. You'll have a good relationship.
Okay, really quickly, tipsontv.com has the information on the gifts that you just mentioned. And really quickly, I used to write my mother letters about how mad I was at her. Thank you so much, Alan. We really appreciate it.
Now you can email her.
Yeah, now I can email her. Thank you. She actually, thank you so much. She kept them to show me. And she looks back and she says, oh, look, remember this letter you wrote me? And I'm like, oh, Mom, I'm sorry.
He is so.
I love him.
So likable.
I love Alan Thicke. He's so awesome.
All right, we're going to shift.